My name is Joseph, and I go by Joe. And I've been thinking a lot lately about what it means to carry my name. I've been thinking about what it has taught me throughout my entire life. I was named Joseph Lee McGarry. Joseph is my father's middle name. His name was John Joseph McGarry. And if you had met him, you would understand immediately why someone would want to carry a piece of that man forward. He was larger than life. He was outgoing and magnetic. He was the kind of man who would walk into a room full of strangers and walk out with friends. My father died in 2020. And now when I say his name lives in mine, I mean it in the most literal and spiritual sense I know. Joseph is a piece of him that I carry into every room, into every conversation, into every prison cell when I sit with someone who feels forgotten. Now, I gave my first name to my son as his middle name. My father to me, to my son, the thread continues. My middle name is Lee. It belongs to my maternal grandfather, a man named Lee who I actually never got to meet. After the war, he became a railroad engineer. His work took him away from home for weeks at a time, but family always meant everything to him. He retired from the railroad March 1st, 1970, ready to spend time with his family and enjoy his life. But sadly, he passed away just over 1 year later on June 19th, 1971. But his love, his strength, his joy, his devotion to his family has lived on, and I am proud to carry his name. My name, Lee, has taught me that before I ever step foot into a place, I need to step back and look and understand who I'm talking to and how much it means for me to be there. My last name is McGarry, and it's perhaps the most layered name. I carry it because at its root, it's a chosen family name. You see, my father, John Joseph McGarry, was born William Whitney. He was adopted as an infant by the doctor who delivered him, Dr. Tom McGarry. The McGarry family claimed him, they raised him, they loved him, they gave him their name. It turns out that my father's biological father was a traveling circus performer. My father, the man who could walk into any room and captivate it, descended from a man who literally performed for strangers and traveled the world making human connections. Some things apparently move through blood even when the names do not. But here's what I find most meaningful. When my father found the Whitneys, he learned where he came from biologically, but he did not stop being a McGarry. He simply became more complete. The McGarrys had claimed him. The act of chosen family belonging is written into my identity every time someone addresses me. So when I sit with a parishioner, when I sit with an inmate, when I sit with someone who has been separated from their family, when I sit with someone who wonders whether anyone truly has claimed them, I carry this in my bones. A name can be an act of love. Belonging can be chosen. Identity is not only inherited, it is offered and received. Throughout my ministry, I let my titles carry my identity. When the congregation was doing well, my identity as pastor felt as solid as the ground. But when things got hard, and let me tell you, they've gotten hard over the years, that title pastor shook me along with the institution. I learned in my ministry that my sense of self was too tied to outcomes that I could not control. But what I have discovered throughout the years, and especially in this reflection, is that My names tell a story about carrying what you could not fully know, about belonging to what claims you and becoming more fully yourself over time. My name, Joseph, is a living memorial passed forward. My name, Lee, is a grandfather who I never met, and a reminder that we don't always require having the full story, only the willingness to show up. My name, McGarry, my chosen family name. Love that names us. So when I walk into spaces in ministry, I bring my own story, a story of names, a story of titles, a story that is tangled and layered and still unfolding, because I am a son, I am a husband, I am a father, I am a pastor, I am a brother, I am an uncle, I am a chaplain, I am a coach, I am a youth minister, I am a child of God. And I carry names that were given to me by people who love me before I could understand what those names meant. And I also carry with me a reading from the prophet Isaiah, probably my favorite Bible verse in the Bible. And it says this: "But now, says the Lord, the one who created you, O Jacob, the one who formed you, O Israel, do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned, because you are precious in my eyes. You are honored, and I love you." That is the truth I carry. And behind every name, there is a story. And behind every story, there is a God who says, "You are mine."